Hi guys, and welcome to a very special evening where we are going to talk about this. We're not only going to talk about it, we're going to do something about it. But before we do, this is my coffee cup. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My coffee cup is my best friend. It is my life. I must master it as I master my life. And you can get your own coffee cup in my merch shop. There is a link to it in the video description. Hurry in there, pick one up. They are great. Now, we're going to start hauling in 8 minutes. But before we start hauling, let's talk about Ducky. Because in 8 minutes, when I'm supposed to start streaming, Ducky will be released. And I'm very honored to say that the only way you can get your hands on Ducky is to become a member of my Discord server. Yes, we have very soon now a new channel on my Discord server in the mods section. And the new channel is called Kitty Bits. Kitty Bits made Ducky. And so what they will do is they will release, or actually it's been released already, but the channel isn't public yet. But once the channel goes public, you'll find a link to both Ducky and this trailer, which is required for you to be able to haul Ducky. And once ATS, probably this weekend, might even happen tonight already. Once 138 goes public, the Mac Anthem, this version of it, will be public in the same channel as well. Because obviously this one is as well made by Kitty Bits. So not only will you get Ducky tonight, you'll get this trailer truck very soon as well. We need to ban Super Gamer, who is asking, who is Ducky? How dare you, sir? I shall challenge you to a duel. Or something. The Ducky trailer is available. There's a link to it. It's found on Steam. The Ducky trailer. So there's a link to it both in the video description, the trailer that is, and in the Kitty Bits channel there will be a link to the trailer as well. So you can either pick up the trailer now or just wait until the channel becomes publicly available and download it then. It's entirely up to you. Ducky weighs 65 tons. So it's a proper duck. There's not really that much to say about Ducky. I mean, this is what you get. A very beautiful duck. Ducky himself is very pleased with it. Since we're on the subject of Kitty Bits, I thought I'd show you the truck as well. You've all seen it, of course, but I'm gonna go through a little bit how you configure the truck, because it's going to be available to all of you very soon. As you can see, there are 4 versions here. There are 3 axles and 4 axle versions. There is the Kitty Bits WoW version, which is the World of Wombat version, which is mine, so to speak. And then you have the Kitty Bits version. That is at least what is available right now. There might be more in the future. Who knows? Let's just let's take this one and customize it a little bit. There are 2 cabins, which basically is either Kitty Bits' own with Kitty Bits on the side and KMCL, or this one. We then have a couple of chassis. 3 and 4. I lost that word there. Never mind. You have several different engines and transmissions. There's plenty of them as well. Interior wise, we only have one interior. We do not have any skins. Who need it anyway? There isn't that much you can configure on the truck, which is fine. I have no problem whatsoever with that. And I don't think you have either, because as I told Kitty Bits earlier, you don't need a lot of accessories for a truck that is perfect out of the box. So there isn't that much you can do with the truck. And who cares? The important thing is this truck is badass out of the box. So yeah. There is one thing that is new here, and that is support for Sizzle. I can't remember seeing Sizzle support on this one in the last version I had. So if you're using Sizzle, well, you can add that as well. So there you have it. That's the thing you can do with the Kitty Bits truck. And again, it will be made available very, very soon. Hopefully this weekend already, especially now knowing that over the weekend, probably, maybe on Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, but definitely before the 16th, we will have ATS 138 final out. Where's the high-rise sleeper? Raf, this is what you get. This is not the SES Mac. This is Kitty Bits Mac. Sleuth? Seriously? Your dad is obsessed with the... Oh, cheers, dude. Oh, that makes me very happy. Oh, that makes me so happy. And there she is, Miss Kitty Bits herself, Kalia. Thank you so much for being here. We've just gone through the configuration of the truck. We now know that it will be 138 will be final. The final version will be released no later than on the 15th of July, which happens to be my birthday, by the way, and several other people's birthdays as well, as I saw somewhere. So yeah, again, we right now have Ducky. You've seen what you can do with the Anthem, and it might be released very, very soon now that we know that 138 final will be out no later than the 15th of July. On the 16th we will have Idaho, Narcissus. So the new DLC will be released on the 16th, but of course 138 needs to be released prior to that, so that's how we know no later than the 15th. Let's fire her up and take a listen. Just badass. Just absolute badass. What do you say, guys? Should we start this thing? Let's get hauling, shall we? Oh, one more thing before we start hauling. Hang on. I'm going on vacation on Monday. And while I'm on vacation, because I will be gone for a couple of weeks now, and that's a good thing because I'm going to need a lot of time to work on this. Yeah, that's the Tobii Eye Tracker 5. I got it this morning, and now I'm going to start comparing it with the Eye Tracker 4. And then, of course, start doing a unboxing video and all of that stuff and compare it and see how it stacks up against things like this that I'm using right now, the Trackcat clip. You have no engine sound. That's right, you don't. Why is that? Hang on, I'll fix that. That's odd. Let's see. Why does these things always happen to me? There we go. Speakers, USB there. And you should have sound now. There we go. Yeah, damn OBS. I do not understand why OBS can't stick to the... Oh, that's right. I unplugged my headset the other day and just switched USB port to another one because I needed the port where my headset were, and that apparently is enough for OBS to go bananas. It's not a Wombat stream if it has in-game sound from the start of the stream. Electric truck? Nah, not yet. Look at that. We're gonna see this a lot. Ducky in the mirror. Oh, we need to start going. Oh, maybe I should talk about where we're hauling as well. That could be a good idea. We're gonna start in Bellingham today. And as you can see already, 1,947 miles, which means that we are only going to do one thing tonight, and that is to haul all the way down to Tucumcari. But we're going to do that together with Ducky. So that's a good thing. Hi, Vadim. Yeah. Oh, that's right. This is my first stream with my new beard. My oldest daughter, not my youngest one, my oldest one, did this for me, to me. Last weekend. I think she did a perfect job. I'm very pleased with my beard, if I may say so. Honest to God, I feel that I look 20 years younger with a new beard. Which makes me probably look like a 10-year-old. I look like a 30-year-old prior to this, but nah, I do feel, I don't feel, I always felt like that, but I do feel that I'm looking a lot younger now than I did before she dyed my beard. As I said, Ducky weighs 65 tons, so he's proper heavy. It looks darker than usual. Yeah, this is kinda hauling a special transport thingy. One thing you should be aware of is that Ducky is only available depending on how you configure the trailer. That's the same with all the different cargoes that are available with that trailer. It's not Ducky specific, it's the same with all trailers. So if you're using just the lowboy without the stinger, for instance, you won't find Ducky. You need to use this version, which includes 3 parts to the to the trailer. And you can't use the long version of the trailer, you need to use the short version. And if you do, you'll find him. Where's the indicator signal? It's over there. So it is now 5 minutes past 6. Now let's see, we have 70 people viewing right now. I'm gonna say that Ducky is now publicly released. Let's see if we can keep all 70 here now. I'm probably gonna sit here alone now for the rest of the evening. This thing on the highway, spectacular. And Ducky is very happy now. I mean, we have Ducky in front. I have Ducky here inside the truck. And I have Ducky behind the truck. It couldn't be better than that. Malte, yes, this is Kitty Bits Mac Anthem. I thought I made that very, very clear the last time I hauled on ATS and the last time before that. And the last time I hauled on ETS too. This, I think, is the 4th time in a row that I'm using the Mac Anthem on either ETS2 or ATS, except for the North to Brazil haul we did, where I used the Scania. Other than that, basically the last 5 or so hauls has been in the Mac Anthem. SS22, I'm not ignoring you, at least not on purpose. I do apologize. True, very, very true story. My daughter, my own daughter, were here earlier this week when we did a live stream, and she said hi 3 times. I didn't see it. That's how bad it is. I didn't see it. So even my own daughter felt that I was ignoring her. I wouldn't do that on purpose. So just take my word for it. Oh, that's why, Malta. Yeah. So this is the Kitty Bits Mac Anthem. It will become a publicly released truck very soon, I'd say. Once 138 goes live, the final version that is. But Ducky, the cargo for the trailer we have here, has now been released. Hi Bengan! I will add Ducky to my intro video for sure. I was actually thinking about that when I watched the intro video now. I said to myself, why? What am I thinking? Why didn't I already add Ducky prior to that? It's just totally on me. I will correct that for tomorrow's live stream. Egeman, all those questions will need to be asked, have to be sent to Kitty Bits. I'm gonna say on the Discord server in the Kitty Bits channel. I can't answer them. This is not me doing beautiful Blender work. It's Kitty Bits. Oh, ETS2 will not be released. 138 final will probably be released in maybe a couple of weeks, which is quite a lot earlier than I expected it to be released. Honest to God, I didn't dream of 138 being released until very early in August. It still won't change anything. The Convoy on August 9th, in 29 days now, will be on 137, ETS2 137 and ProMods 246. I do not for a second believe that ETS2, ProMods 2.5 or 50 and Truckers MP will have updated that early on, so it will probably happen on 137. Yeah, Egeman, you have On the Discord server, you'll see that all the channels, you'll find them to the left, are well, they're put in segments, so you have the mods or different sections. So you have the mods section, and at the very bottom of the mods section you'll find Kitty Bits, the Kitty Bits channel. I assume Panda, could you do me a favor and just verify that the Kitty Bits channel is now visible? Because I didn't publish it myself, I couldn't do that and be here at the same time. So Golden helped me out with that. Haldon, no, I haven't seen anything about the final version of 138 ETS2, including anything more than we already seen on the beta version. And on the beta version we don't have. It is Panda. Could you send him a message, Golden that is, and tell him that he completely forgot what he promised me to do 45 minutes ago? Yes, please, Panda, please do. Whoops, I missed my exits. Well, it's been 45 minutes since I told Golden to make it public 30 minutes later, and apparently I forgot about it, but very soon now. Did we lose Nitro, Uffe? I can't believe it. It sounds, Uffe, like we lost lost some Nitro. That's bad. We gotta solve that. Yeah. Whoa. Huh. We got 6% damage. We are level 2. Okay, that means we didn't lose a Nitro. So I wonder what happened. Oof. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. I think we need to go down here. The route, Bangan, well, had you been here when we started, you would have known, wouldn't you? Give me a second, Bangan. And I'll show you the route. Because we do have a new route now since I missed an exit back there. Let's have a look. So this is the route. We're starting in Bellingham and going all the way down to Tucumcari, 1,839 miles. And I guess that was my exit. That's the exit I missed. Oh, you received your weekly food delivery. You only eat once per week. That's badass. Oh, you mean food delivery for your refrigerator, not your mouth. Thank you, Panda. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. So there we have it. The Kitty Bits channel is now public. Ducky is public. Please don't leave me alone here. This is absolutely awesome. What an honor it is, I gotta say, having Ducky and then the Mac Anthem later on exclusively released on my Discord server. I've never... I'm very honored, Kalia. I really, really am. Thank you so much. And what an awesome thing it is to hold Ducky. For those of you who just joined us, Quack Up, as it's called, weighs in at 65 tons. That's a proper duck. Wouldn't you agree, Ducky? Huh? No problem, Golden, and welcome. Actually, you did me a favor there, Golden, because we were down to 68 viewers or something when I said that Ducky is now available, and now we're back up to 75 again, so... Formula 1 Crazy Mango, I decided earlier on that I'm not going to talk a lot about Formula 1 today. Let's just say that there are 4 top teams this year. We have Mercedes, we have Red Bull, we have Racing Point and McLaren. And no, forget about Ferrari. They are not going to take many points this year. Especially since they still have Vettel. I totally agree with you, Crazy Mango. But maybe I should do say a half an hour live stream prior to this live stream every day. So maybe a 5:30 to 6 p.m. Central European Summertime stream, where we only talk about Formula 1, and then we have your other longer live stream where we actually haul things. Thanks, Kalia, who loves Formula 1 because it's the universal help key. You know what, Crazy Mango? I might have a better idea, actually. I mean, we could spend 30 minutes prior to this live stream, both tomorrow and on Sunday. Well, probably not tomorrow, because there probably isn't going to be any racing tomorrow. But after Sunday's race, let's meet up on the Discord server in the voice channel and talk about Formula 1. Say 5:30 Central European Summertime, and half an hour before I start the stream on Sunday. There will be 2 people watching that. What am I doing? Oh! That's right. I'm now on the 13 speed, not the 18 speeder. Forgot about that. So I put the truck in neutral. I always get excited when I'm talking about Formula 1. We're gonna figure something out regarding the Formula 1 there. We need to figure something out. Anyway, let's move back to Ducky and this haul and kitty bits. PT, you wanna see the route Okay, I'll do that one more time. Here it is. We started in Bellingham, and we're gonna haul another 1,786 miles down to New Mexico and Tucumcari. Alex, thank you very much. I'm doing very, very well. Look what I have behind me. Although it's very bright right now. I have this. The Ducky cargo, which is available on my Discord server in the Kiddybits channel. Yeah, the trip should do, Bremer. Should take us a few hours to get down there. PT, that's correct. The reason I'm not using a map combo is because I started working on my Great American map combo using the profile that I'm using right now. And I'm sorry to say that I have had to give up on that. There are simply too few map mods that works together with Great America on 138 right now. It's a very different thing on 137. But with the latest update of ATS 138 beta, they made some changes to the area around Yuma. And I'm not going to bother with that, and so I couldn't add the Mexican maps. I couldn't add ATMX, and I didn't want to add the Canada map either. I figured that using Great America, I should use only Northern American or United maps of United States, and there were very, very few that actually worked with the latest version of the beta. The Colorado map did horrible things around Yuma. You had crashes in a lot of places around Yuma, so I decided I'm gonna have to wait until 138 goes final and the map mods are updated for 138 final, and then I'm gonna make a Great America map combo. Roblox Kid, thank you so much for being here. Have a good night's sleep. You could also do like Kalia does, because she's in New Zealand and she's able to stay awake. But maybe you're older, Roblox. Adding promos risk your game? No, sad, it do not. SS22, yeah, it do take a lot of time to download the different mods on my map combos. The reason, and this is a question I get a lot, the reason I don't make just one large zip file of it is I'm not allowed to. There is one thing in particular that every single map creator says: use the original links. And I'm going to respect that, and I wish everyone else would respect that as well. And you can forget me ever doing anything with any beta versions of any map mods if I disobey that rule, because I can assure you no one wants to cooperate with me if I start using pirated links. A Panda trailer would be almost as great as a Ducky trailer. Almost. But it doesn't get more badass than this. Sad, it's the same for me. Not only do I download every single mod just like you do, I download a ton of other mods as well, because when I create the combos I try out other things as well. So don't expect me to feel sorry for you. It's the same for everyone. And it needs to stay that way, because we need to support the map creators and mod creators in general and use original links. It's not like they're ever gonna be rich, any of them, not even the guys behind pro mods are making any money from it. Or at least they are making very, very, very little money from it. So whatever we can do to help them out, making at least some money, is the least we can do as a gratitude to what they are doing. I have a lot of things made of rubber, but 65 tons is quite heavy, and I feel embarrassed every time someone sees my rubber stuff. So I don't want to. I didn't feel like pulling over. SOD ETS2 138 final will be released within a few weeks, is my guess. Probably now in July, probably late July, could be early August as well, but it's definitely less than a month away. Yeah, I'm using Hemil's Route Advisor. I might have forgotten to add a link to that to the video description today. I was so focused on making sure that Ducky got, or information about Ducky got into the video description today. I might have forgot about Hemil's Route Advisor. Yeah, ATS 138 final will be released prior to Idaho, so definitely no later than the 15th of July. Probably earlier than that even. Could be over the weekend even. Oh, Kalia, there's your next mission in life. Wrong horn sound. Also wrong horn sound. Petition to replace Wombat with Ducky. I'm also working on a video on how to preserve your profile so that it survives the major upgrades, 136, 137, 138, etc. Because that seems to be a reoccurring theme, at least on my Discord server, people having problems with profiles. They have to create new profiles because map combos crashes. And unfortunately, it do work on a new profile, so they have to scrap their old profiles. There are a ton of different reasons why that could happen. All of the reasons are avoidable, so I'm gonna try to get a video out on that prior to the release, at least of ETS2. Where do I download all my mods, SOD? From at least 30 different places, probably more. I did a video some time ago about where to download mods. Because I'm using original links, that means me downloading mods from different places on Facebook, on YouTube, even on ETS2 and the SES forum and the ProMods forum and Rovex forum and a lot of other places as well. So I can't say I'm using this place to download mods, because not all mods are found in just one place. You have to use several different forums and even Facebook and YouTube to find some mods at least. There's a ton of things with this truck that has been modified by Kalia. So this is very far. I mean, the mirrors included are modified and looks differently. The bonnet looks differently. You can't see Ducky there on the bonnet on this thing. You can see the Bulldog when you're using the original Mac, but if you would climb into an actual Mac, you wouldn't see it. The level of details that Kalia has been working on for this truck is incredible. Hi Barry from Indiana, welcome. And welcome to my Ducky stream. This is what we're hauling today, Ducky. And if you want to haul Ducky yourself, you'll find him on my Discord server in the Kitty Bits channel. Oh, that Model X guy. Well, you can find Ducky in my merch shop. There's a link to it in the video description. There are an excellent version of Ducky there. I merged Ducky with Griffin, so he's on the merch shop. He's called Griffuck. So Griffin and Duck, Griffuck. Panda, once you say no dislikes, you're gonna rest assured we will have a lot of dislikes. You don't see the channel darkness. It's been confirmed by Panda that the channel is visible. Look again. Thank you very much, Model X guy. I appreciate that. Malte, thank you very much. I hope you like it. I know you will. I love it. And I'm also very objective, of course. Pendleton coming up. And we need to refuel. Something I was pretty good at forgetting about the last time we hauled on ATS. Well, SS22, I'm sorry to hear you are, but it is what it is. Some other time maybe. Yay! You're gonna like it, Barry. It's even waterproof, this one. Speaking of water, gonna pour myself some more of that stuff. Let's see if I can do that and haul at the same time. Don't do this at home. people. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Yay! Egeman, the GPS looks like the one on the VNL. It is the SCS GPS, which is modeled from the Mac GPS, so that's probably either a coincidence or Volvo IRL and Mac IRL are using the same supplier of GPSs, perhaps. I haven't tested this mug with beer and tequila. I've only tested it with... coming in too fast. I've only tested it with coffee and water, but I assume it is working very well with beer and tequila as well. Let's see, this is going to be a disaster, I'm pretty sure of that. Let's refuel first and worry about that later. If you can't fly using your wireless mouse and keyboard, using wireless or using a wired keyboard is not a requirement, no. Did you really enable developer mode first? What the hell? There we go. Now let's see, will this work? Ah, it's gonna be tight. I'm not really sure this is gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Oh god, this is gonna be absolutely awful. Look at the stinger there. Just disregard this. I wish I could say we're going to commercials. Let's try this instead. Perfect, if I may say so. Yay! I sort of make it. Sort of. Ducky looks scary. I do hope we are going to see more things, different types of cargo, perhaps, based on Ducky. let's see what happens. Right now, at least, Ducky is only available for ATS. So if you don't have ATS, no Ducky for you. No, Bengan, you can't say that this is equal to 222 teleports. A teleport is a teleport. I just backed up the trailer. I do not take responsibility for the Stinger. The Stinger lives its own life. That's how it's always been. I can't take responsibility for that. So that's 0 teleports. We do have Ducky merch, but not Ducky only. But we have Ducky merged with Griffin, so Griffok. But I'm hearing you. I'm gonna look into that and see what we can do with Ducky. John Ellison, this is no standard Mac Anthem. No, this is the Kitty Bits Anthem, which is very different from the standard Mac Anthem. RAF is Ducky trailer going to Europe as well. I'm not a judge of that. That would be Kitty Bits. Fred, I'll look into adding Ducky, just Ducky, to the t-shirts. I don't know, Drews. There's something wrong with Bengan. I even made him an admin here to see if that would make him any nicer to me, but it didn't help. He's still grumpy. And with that said, be nice to Bengan, for fuck's sake. Crazy Mango, do I dare talk about Vettel? He's probably out. The only seat he might be able to take is Albon's, and honest to God, I hope he won't, because Albon is doing as much as he can, and Vettel doesn't really work as a second driver. He wants to be the main attraction in the team, and he won't be that. So he's gonna be just as crazy as he was last year. I did, Panda, I did swear. I do apologize. Bremer, thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. No, I do have to look into Ducky as much. A pure Ducky as much. I'm gonna look into that. Yeah, Horner has said that he won't be in RBR in 2021, but Horner doesn't make the call. It's not his team. He's not the owner, and the owner is still holding that door open, so... there are already too many old people on Formula 1 now. Hamilton is getting old. We have Kimi there, he is like 80 years old. And we have a certain Spaniard coming back, and he's almost 60. So we want the young drivers, the up and coming, not the great ones from earlier days. God damn it, I'm doing that so often now. I'm going into 18th gear, which doesn't exist because I only have 13 instead of 6th gear. Hi, Dragmoogle. I'm joking, Crazy Mango. I know he's not 40 years old. And well, I know he's 40 years old, I mean, but that's very, very old. Is Red Bull owned by 51% by a Thai family? I didn't know that. Thank you, then you're probably right. They won't let Albon go, which is good. I want Albon to stay. Me too, Fred. Scratches. Scratch it. Me too. I wish I was 40 again. It's been many years since I was 40. My MG Mike, yes, I did fully recover. I have fully recovered, but it took a very long time to fully recover. Like at least a couple of months. Yeah, Crazy, I totally agree with you. I really like Albon too. Although he was struggling a lot today. I think he is starting to feel a little bit desperate. There we go, look at that. 55 miles an hour. There we go. Finally. Dragmoogle, I'm turning 49 in just a few days. Speaking of that, I will be on vacation for another couple of weeks now, starting on Monday. So I won't do any live streams from Monday and for the next 2 weeks after that. I'll make it up to you and do a lot of live streams the next 2 weeks after that again, because, well, then my kids are with their moms. So yeah, there will be fewer videos and no live streams over the next couple of weeks. But then I will not do any more vacations this year. These are the 2 last weeks, then no more. Well, Raf, I was going to agree with you on the sound. I personally preferred Kirschbaum's mods, but regarding sound for the Mac, I have since decided to change my mind on it and say that this is exactly how the Mac sounds. Because according to Kalia, who used to haul in these things IRL, this is what the truck sounds like. So I don't really need those. God, I'm coming in too hot. I really don't need those sound mods anymore, at least not for this one. I'm so confused today. Sorry, Hockey Ma. Where I'll go on vacation, there's not many places we can go to. All countries outside of Europe are closed to Swedes, and in Europe there are like 10 countries we can go to, so there's not a lot of places we can go on vacations. And my youngest daughter still do not have a passport, although that's something we're gonna fix over the next couple of weeks. She's gonna get her passport next week, I hope. But for now we don't have anything planned outside of Sweden. That was a close one. So we're just gonna stay at home, which is here in Sweden, but where in Sweden we haven't decided yet. I hope there will be new regulations from the 15th of July. As it is right now, all amusements park, all water parks, all museums, all of that is closed. And there is a high risk all of them will be closed until next year, so I don't know. I guess we're going to the beach. I've been crashing a lot lately, haven't I? There's just so many things on my mind, that's my excuse. COVID-19 here in Sweden is, well, I'm probably good. But we do have a lot of people here in Sweden who are still being infected by it. Thank you, SS22. That's way more information than any of us needed. Thank you for sharing. We need to find somewhere to stop. It is almost 9 p.m. and the sun is going down. Yeah, Stockholm is pretty cool, but when you have kids and nothing to do here, since the amusement park Gröna Lund is closed, it's not a lot of fun. I mean, the first 2 weeks of vacation, we spent most of our time at IKEA. Which made my 9-year-old very, very happy, because we spent the entire 2 weeks redecorating her room. So she's happy. But personally, it wasn't a lot of fun. Hall in the dark, I could do that, but in general you would be bored by it because you wouldn't be able to see much other than my lights. Is Liseberg? Liseberg isn't open, is it, Bengan? If Liseberg is open, we will go to Liseberg. If you spent a whole year in IKEA, Crazy Mango, your wallet would hate you. Gustsvik, what's that, Bremer? Okay, there we go. So Liseberg is closed, but Gustsvik. I'm gonna write that down and have a look at what Gustsvik is after this stream. So now I'm gonna type and drive at the same time. There we go. Oh, Gustavik. Vlogs, no SS22. Wait, there's a water park that is actually open. They're supposed to be closed. Kolmården is open, yes, if you want to see all those animals one more time, which I'm pretty fed up with because we do that every single year. Because we looked into going to Skara Sommarland, they're closed. And I just thought that all water parks here in Sweden were closed for the same reason. Well, I'll definitely look into it, Bremer. Thank you. Well, I guess you need to come here to Stockholm then, Karlia, and check out the 2 IKEAs we have here in Stockholm. So, welcome to the dark side. Let me know when you grow tired of this and I'll play God and make light. Hi Russell, welcome. I'm sorry, but you can't... Well, actually you can. You can see what we're hauling. Yes, that is Ducky behind us. We have a 65-ton rubber duck on the lowboy. So that's what we're hauling right across America from north to south. Oh, Karlia, I wouldn't hesitate for a second. Please come to Stockholm. I'm not afraid. Yet. Yes, Idaho is coming out next week on the 16th of July. Ducky, by the way, is only available from my Discord server. There's a link to it in the video description. If you aren't a member yet, now is the right time to become a member. And you'll find Ducky then in the Kitty Bits channel on my Discord server. It's so silly, such a huge truck and such a little trailer. Oops. Let's have a look at the map again, see where we're going. We've been doing this now for 30 minutes without looking at the map, so it's about time we do that. We started up in Bellingham, and this is the route, and we're now down to Burns already. And we have done 1/3 of the haul in 1 hour, so we should be done in another couple of hours. Should make it to Tucumcari in 2 hours or so. We do have quite... oh, look at that. He's... he actually looks a little bit scary in the dark. It's like clowns, you know. They smile and everything, and still they look very scary. It's sort of the same thing with Ducky. He's like a scary clown. I hope you're okay with me saying that, Ducky. We can't see you right now, but I also have a Ducky right in front of me there. You could probably see a little bit of yellow there. That's Ducky. Elder, I'm okay with one like less than I otherwise would have. I can't afford giving away my computer. It's a long way to Arizona. It's a long way to go. I'm not really sure the lyrics are accurate, but close enough. If I'm not looking at the screen, I don't really care where my head ends up, do I? Because well... Yes, this is my TrackCat clip. I also have the Tobii Eye Tracker 4C, and this morning I got Tobii Eye Tracker 5, so I might replace this one soon. Let's see what happens. There are pros and cons to both of the concepts. The 4C is reasonably priced. It's more or less the same as you would pay for a Track IR or things like that. The Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is currently quite expensive. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. But let's see. I'll unpack it. If not this weekend, then at least I'm gonna start doing that next week. It might very well be worth it. It's definitely a very interesting piece of hardware. And I'm pretty sure that Bengan any second now will put up a link to his excellent tutorial on different tracking devices. You can even make your own tracking device for absolutely nothing. Let me know when you're tired of the dark. I can play God and make light if you like. You made your own Barry for 15 US. That's not bad. That's actually a tenth of what most of these things cost. I hate driving through the night because I can't see where my trailer is. Should I pull over? I don't want to show him my rubber stuff. What if they touch my rubber duck? Nah, forget it. Why did I even bother with stopping? There's no one here. Well, Raf, thank you for being here, buddy. Take care. And don't forget to download Ducky from the Discord server. Anyway. Yes, do it. Do what? Are we going to change to daylight, or are we going to stick to darkness? Journey to the Moon achievement, Gaming Kev. Is that an achievement for ATS? Well, it's definitely too late for the wait station now. The majority is pro daylights. Ladies and gentlemen, let there be lights. Whoa, close. Hi, Gabriel. Good night, John. Take care. I'm not really sure. I can't remember doing anything to the moon. Oh, hang on. That was a some event they had. I think I've done that. Anyway, this is the cargo that you now can download from my Discord server. There's a link to my Discord server in the video description, and you'll find it in the Kitty Bits channel. If you can get a 4C for 70 euros, Crazy Mango, yes it is. That's a pretty good price. I love playing gods. Early hours are great. Not much traffic, except for traffic behind us. Barry, so am I. Just keep in mind that the convoy on the 9th of August will require Pro Mods and Truckers MP, so I'm guessing we will have to use ETS 2.137 and Pro Mods 2.46. I doubt Pro Mods 2.50 will be out, and if it is, I can't really see how Truckers MP will implement 2.50 by the 9th of August, so 137 Pro Mods 246 is my best guess. I kind of wish we had done the convoy this week instead of on the 9th of August. Where is the ATS sheet regarding how to make light armor? I did a video on that for both ETS2 and ATS. By the way, if you are enjoying this stream, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe as well. And make sure you join my Discord server so that you can download Ducky. Convoy, there's a link to my video on the convoy and everything you need to know about it in the video description. We're starting on Iceland and we're gonna haul 8,000 kilometers. So it's probably a 12-hour convoy, which makes it pretty bonkers. But the good thing is you don't have to be there for all 12 hours. You can be there for just a few hours if you like. And so even though it starts at around 11 AM Central European summertime, you don't have to be there that early. You can come in at a later point. So I have the schedule and all the information in the video that I'm linking to regarding the convoy in the video description. Crazy Mango, 12 hours, that's nothing. I've done 16-hour live streams and I had one cookie. So doing 12 hours, that's nothing. I don't eat much. I don't have to. I get fat anyway. The mod I'm using, Amar, there should be a link to it in the video description. And if I for any reason forgot to add that to the video description today, check out the last live stream we did. You'll find the link there. as long as Ducky just keeps his mouth open, I'm sure that he's being fed a lot of flies, so I'm not sure he's hungry anymore when we get to our destination. Yeah, my goal is to never weigh 65 tons. As long as I can keep below 65 tons, I'm fine. Yes, it also works on 138 Amar. It does. Actually, I'm using 138 right now. 16 tons Kexiger. I said 65. 65, not 16. God damn it, I did it again. Oh, that's true. Oh, hang on. Come on. At least we're not getting stuck today. It's going to be a while until I try hauling 250 tons again. Oops, I did it again. I can't sing in falsetto. Where are we going? Yeah, George, that's the question I ask myself quite often, actually. Where the hell am I going? Let's have a look at the map again, shall we? We haven't done that in a while. We started in Bellingham, and we are hauling another 1,200 miles down to Tucumcari. That's where we're going. And we're hauling 65 tons of rubber duck. It's a lot of rubber, but it's very beautiful rubber. It's Ducky. Hi Shrikant, and welcome, and thank you very much. God, I love that view. To be honest, I have dreamt about someday being able to haul Ducky. I can't believe I'm actually doing it. Finally. No. Ducky is massive rubber, so it's no wonder he weighs 65 tons. And no satellite background this time either. No, that's correct, Bengan. It was there, actually, but late yesterday I decided that I will not use any map mods, so I just removed all the mods there for a bit. And I forgot to add the background back in again. Oh, coming in too hot. Earn a fortune. Me, Kexiger? No, if anyone makes a fortune of Ducky, it's probably Kalia, because it's her mod. Yeah, thank you, Bengan, for pointing it out. This is going pretty well, except for that poor trailer. 8% damage to the trailer for some very odd reason. What a beautiful combo this is. Ducky in front, Ducky behind, and then Ducky inside. It's out of stock. Crazy. Yeah, that is quite a coincidence. I think it costs another like 140 or something like that otherwise. This is not that kind of stream. You're not supposed to dress up with or go bathing with rubber or go and have fun with rubber on this stream. So please don't go bathing with Ducky. Port sign. Let's see if we can make it up here. Come on. Come on. I am flooring it. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Please don't give up on me. And do not get beached because that looked... Oh! Very close. Whew, that was close. Amar, in real life, would a duck like this actually exist? And yes, it would be allowed. It would be considered a special transport. You would have to have follow cars and things like that. But sure, you can haul basically whatever, as long as you have a permit for it. Did Ducky catch the sign? No, he did not. That's a shame. It would be nice for him to have something to play with in the pool there. There are limits to how much you can haul, yes, but you can always get a permit for hauling something heavier than that. I mean, there are occasionally hauls that are much heavier than the 85,000 pounds or whatever it is they normally haul. This truck is very good on horsepower. There's a 684 horsepower version, but I'm sticking with the 600 horsepower version because that has much more torque, so I'm happy with 600 horses. Ducky has more fun than you, Loss. Ferry's welcome. Come on. Let's see if Ducky can make it through the tunnel. Oh, close. Exterior, I didn't do it, my daughter did it, and yes, seriously, she did that. So what? I'm too young to have to dye my color my beard. Look at that, we almost made it to 80 miles per hour. Amar, we had that problem with the 260 ton haul we did the other day. Well, teleports. We would have to play God and just teleport if that happened. I think it does says a lot about how much I enjoy this truck, because this is literally at least the 5th time I'm using this truck in less than 2 weeks on my live streams, and I rarely use the same truck more than once or maybe twice ever, except for the standard Scania, of course, for Truckers MP. Yes, Amari, teleports are done using the console. So I did a video on how you change time, how you teleport, how you add more traffic or removes all traffic, things like that. You shall not have roasted duck for dinner. What a horrible thing to say. Poor Ducky. He was only joking, Ducky. Like SS22 said, Saad, first thing, if you have crash problems with just pro mods and no other mods, do you really have all the 6 map DLCs? All of them? Or as Mango says, go to my Discord server and post your game.log there, and I'm sure we can figure that out very, very quickly, what the problem is. We're getting pretty close to 3,000 members now on the Discord server. We had 2,900 or so this morning, which is bonkers. But it has grown to be a very nice Discord server indeed. A lot of nice people there, and everyone is helping each other out, so I'm very pleased with how it has grown and what we have there now, especially with Kalia and Kitty Bits now being part of it. What an honor, I have to say. By a 1-ton smelly mess. Hang on. Yeah, I'm guilty. You do have the 6 map DLCs, Saad, and you're also on 137, and you're using promos 246. Post your game.log on my Discord server, and I'm sure we can figure it out very quickly. But it's impossible for us to say what's wrong, other than in general what could cause the crashes. We need to see the game.log to be able to help you. Well, you can say that as much as you want, Kalia. It's still my honor. I'm the honored one. Hi Toby, and welcome. Drew's Black, that could very well be it. But it could also be an older profile that doesn't work even without pro mods. Things like that. A lot of reasons why that could happen. Ace Driver! This is the first time I have 3 duck. No, wait, we did one with 6 ducks inside the truck, but this is the first time I have only one inside the truck and still have 3 ducks in total. You're very late, Ace Driver, but we're only halfway through the haul anyway, so welcome. To this. Well, there wasn't really any surprises in today's practice 1 and 2, was there? I mean, Ferrari, but we knew that was going to happen. McLaren is up there together with Racing Point, and of course Mercedes and Red Bull. No surprises really. Yeah, Saad, again and for the last time, post your game.log on my Discord server and we'll look into it. You find the game.log file in your documents/Euro Truck Simulator 2 folder. Just drag and drop it onto the support channel on my Discord server and we'll help you figure it out. Yeah, lots of engine failures back then, and transmission problems for Mercedes. That should have been fixed for this weekend, so I'm guessing we won't see any of those problems at least. Drive to my home in Stockholm on ETS2. You know, we already did that on my very first Convoy on Truckers MP. We started in Stockholm, my hometown. Honningsvåg to Italy. We've done even more than that. We went all the way down to the Middle East from Kirkenes. Done that. Next. Not a new webcam, but I made some adjustments to the webcam I already have, so I think the image quality is a little bit better, although it's absolutely horrible compared to a proper HD, full HD webcam. So I still want a better one. I need a better one. My house, well, you can't haul to my house on Pro Mods. They didn't. I'm not Squirrel. They haven't added my the community I live in just outside of Stockholm. They haven't added it to the game, so I can't go there. Drive from Scotland to Spain. Why from Scotland to Spain? Well, I'm glad to hear that the changes I did to the camera actually worked, but it's still not good enough. Especially when I go full screen instead. You can see that the image is quite horrible. Dude, seriously? You want me to destroy your beautiful charger like that? Scotland is a fun place to drive on Crazy Mango, but we will go through all of the UK on the 9th of August when we haul to the Middle East from Iceland. Welcome back, Sleuth. You downloaded Ducky, Fred. You will enjoy Ducky. Don't forget to download the trailer as well, because you need that trailer, the low boy, to be able to haul Ducky. Toby, they probably think that Ducky is just inflatable, so he weighs 5 kilos. They do not realize that he's solid rubber. The ferries, Kenneth, well, like roads more or less. We have one ferry between Iceland and Scotland. Actually, there's 2 of them, but we are going to take a short break when we reach Scotland. That's the first place when you can join us. If you couldn't join us, probably the 2 hours earlier in the morning when we started in Iceland. And then when we take the ferry from the UK to Rotterdam, same thing. We're going to take a break in Rotterdam, and then we're going to take another break in Graz, but there's no ferry there. But Port Said, we're gonna take the last break there as well. So there will be 4 breaks and 5 then starting points for you to choose from. So we're gonna solve the very issue with breaks. Maybe 10, 15, 30 minutes, whatever is required. And also so that people can get something to eat, maybe go to the bathroom, things like that. I think the water in the Ducky pool is included in the 65 tons. If it isn't, I'm gonna say that's gonna add another 10 kilos. There isn't room for much water in there anyway. SS22, I wish I had a pedal camera, because I do have the pedal to the metal. You keep forgetting I'm hauling 65 tons. And I have 13 axles, so it isn't going to be very, very fast anyway. That's... Imagine seeing that on the highway. That's some badass shit. Trust me, Uffe, the legs are scary. I would have to wear pants during these streams if I was going to have a pedal cam. Cheese and Ham, welcome! We're some 822 miles from our destination. We are right now close to 5600 west. Let's have a look at the map, shall we? We're in Salt Lake City. We're in Salt Lake City, and 21 miles from Tucumcari. So that's where we are. We're more than halfway there. I think we started at 1,950 miles or so, so we're more than halfway there. No, not this one, next one. I have some vague memories of being here just a few days ago. Ah, horrible memories. Hi, Olaf. I hope none of you remembers what happened the last time we were here. To be honest, it was a little bit stressful, but I did enjoy it, and The only thing I was frustrated with was that I didn't understand or knew that I had to alter the curb weight on the axis at the back of the truck. I should have done that before we started, but that's 100% on me, because the curb weight thing I had to do with the 400-ton trailer wasn't realistic in any way, so I would have had to do something very unrealistic with this truck as well for the 250-ton haul to work. Thank you for reminding me, Bengan. Yes, we circled around the city twice. Once for repairs and one for refueling, which in the end didn't help us anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, my beard was actually completely black when we started that haul and entirely white after the haul. So... I have no problems with coloring the beard. Fact is, I'll probably keep it colored. Maybe not black next time, because that might be a little bit over the top. Some might say it even looks unrealistic. But I'm definitely gonna color it again. I'm very pleased with it, and so are the ladies. The hilly parts were not funny. That was the only part that wasn't funny, except when we were going downhill. Pink, no, not with permanent color at least. But I did do blue some time ago, and after that stream I decided I'm never gonna do blue again, because I couldn't really talk about anything but the beards during that stream, so I'm not gonna do blue again, that's for sure. And it's probably gonna end up being the same with pink. Araya! I saw the comment without looking at the name, and I thought to myself, that has to be Arias, and yes, it was. Welcome, Arias. I think there were a couple of times during the Bluebeard haul where we convinced people that there was something wrong with their screens, even. You were real sports during that stream, because whenever I said, no, my beard is not blue, it's white, you were all in on it. He's talking about me, Kalia. I'm the mature one, I assume. I don't think Panda was born when we did that stream. No, my girls are used to me being me, so they're okay with it. And fact is, most of the time when I do something crazy, they in the end they do like it and they do support it. Like my oldest one, when I told her I was going to be a YouTuber or start doing YouTube videos. When I asked her about it and said, do you think I should do that? Her first response was, absolutely not. And well, I'm not going to say she's a fan, but she had told a few of her friends about it now, so she's becoming proud of it. And my youngest one, she's bragging about it. She thinks it's super cool that her dad is a YouTuber. Could we add some Ducky lyrics to the USSR anthem? No praise our duckies hauled through the land, and we... something like that, maybe? Work in progress. Solid rubber toys are also fun when you grow older. And, well, Ducky is solid rubber. He weighs 65 tons. Oh yes, Kecksinger. Oh. Someone needs to add Ducky. The only thing the mod would do is just add Ducky to the Mount Rushmore as well. Well, we were talking about painting Griffin or something in the beard. That's still something I need to figure out how to do. Oh, thank you. I can bypass the way station like we've gone past all the other ones as well. Mount Duckmore, there we have it. The mod shall be called Mount Duckmore, and the only thing it does is add one more proper president to the Mount Rushmore. Ducky. Crazy Mango, thank you very much for being there, and I do hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care, buddy. Well, Ducky would certainly make a better president than most people. That's for sure. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's not talk politics today. It's bad enough as it is. No, Kecksinger, it's Vote Ducky, pre-erection campaign. God, I'm so funny. Disregard that. Make America quack again. guess you do not need a separate battery mod for Ducky. Oh god, I'm dying here. Oh, hang on. In Ducky's case, it would be foot fertilizers, I assume. Oh. Oh, he's solar powered. Does that mean that Ducky will deflate during night? I mean, I don't want to haul around with a huge limp Ducky. That doesn't feel sexy. It's too late, Kalia, we're already there. That's a beautiful sunset behind Ducky there. Look at that! Hang on, I need to oops, stay on the road, of course, and also take a picture. Well, let's see if Ducky starts bowing his head. Let's hope he doesn't deflate. That would be a shame. I like seeing him sitting there being so erect. There are already duckies around the Swedish islands, I think there's like 5 of them in the Wombat pond. Kexiger, this isn't real, you know, so he could very well deflate. Yay, we're both ladies, Kalia. Thanos! The beard is scary? Nah, it looks good. So what are we gonna do? You want me to play God and make light, or you want me to haul through the night? Actually, strike that. I'm gonna make the decision myself. You grew tired of hauling through the night the last time, so I'm gonna change that already. There we go. It's my stream, I made the decision. Well, you have to admit, Thanos, it looks very good, this beard. Duck on a stick, that would be rubber on rubber, Olaf. And that's not gonna work. Ducky is not gay. Ducky is straight. He's never come on to me, at least. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. He's got the power. He's got the ducky. Hi, Liam. Ducky is pro-LGBTQ, but he is not bisexual. He's heterosexual. I know for a fact. I've seen him with some very nice lady ducks. Never seen him with a male duck. Thanos, that's the kind of news Ducky do not want to hear. Be nice to Ducky. He deserves it. And besides, if you're not nice, he's gonna go sit on you, and he weighs 65 tons, so be careful. DuckTales. Haven't seen that in a while. Hi Docus, and welcome. If you guys want Ducky and don't have him already, log on to my Discord server. In there you'll find a channel named Kitty Bits, and in there you'll find links not only to Ducky, you'll also find a link to the trailer required for you to haul Ducky. Batteries included. Yeah, some great news, Docus. Let me guess, ATS 138 goes public later this week or possibly early next week, whereas Idaho becomes available on the 16th. Could that be the great news? I like the smell of burnt duck rubber in the morning too. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's very true. I'm still only 25 up there. The mirror tells me differently, but still don't feel like what I look like. You passed your exam, Docus. Awesome, dude. Congratulations. That's very nice to hear. Congratulations to you. 139 Truckers MP, probably a couple of weeks. or was it a doctoral degree? I gotta say, I'm very impressed with my daughter, because dyeing my beard, that was the first time she did something like that. She had, the only experience she had prior to this was her mother's eyebrows. She had never done a beard before, and hopefully she will never do anyone else's beard either, only mine. Anyway, it was the first time ever she did something like that. Haven't even done her own hair yet. So she did a pretty good job. Oh, Topher, that's so nice. Beautiful poem. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make both times lots of fun. Rubber Ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Beautiful poem. Ducky approves, don't you, Ducky? Well, that would be my ex-wife. I would never admit that she has a beard, so I'm not going to comment on that. You're just jealous, Arias. Oops. Ducky, keep your feet inside the bathtub during the entire ride, please. Be proud of her. Of my daughter. I'm always proud of my daughters. I'm glad my memory isn't as good as yours is, Arias. I have no comments on that. Well, I do hope your parents has to buy you a steering wheel, Docus. Make sure they buy you a nice one. A Logitech G29 or something similar for a game like this. Beautiful. Although I personally would recommend a second-hand G27. Where we are right now, Amar. Yeah, why not? Let's take a look at the map again, see where we are. Coming down on Farmington. And finally, whatever the name of this state is. Isn't this New Mexico? I'm not really sure. Trustmasters are great if you want to do racing as well. But for ETS2/ATS, I think it's better to go with a Logitech G29. Thanks, Amar. Yeah, thanks, Barry. I think someone said that it was another state and I wasn't really sure, but I've had a feeling it was New Mexico. We're currently in Utah, yes. They are probably not up to anything good. So with 500 miles to go, it seems like we'll make it in less than 45 minutes. So we're on schedule, which is nice for once. I'm using all of it. I'm using the gears, I'm using the manual. I wouldn't dream of hauling in a automatic. That's boring. Although it would make my life a lot easier probably. But it's just boring, I think. Hi Perez! Actually no teleports today. Just some minor bruises. Poor trailer. But here comes Ducky. Yeah, can't wait for Crimea to be implemented on row extended. Osmium, never heard of. Panda had to go because I did swear once, and so his mother told him to get off the stream. No, Panda had to go for some reason. Not really sure why. Hi Truck West, King of the Hill. Are we doing that? There are protests. COVID-19 protests, like people are protesting COVID-19. Oh, I bet that will make COVID-19 getting out of Serbia. Whoa! That's my exit! Sorry about that. But we didn't have to teleport. Hello, officer. Oops! That's close, but we're good. I know, Perez, but I'm betting that he's telling her mother that he learned all of those words from me, and that I have a bad influence on him. Yeah, Sweden is... I'm not really worried about living here, but yes, we are a very red zone here in Sweden. And we're paying the price for it. Most of Europe do not want us to come visit them, including Norway, Denmark, Finland, Poland. So we are currently banned in those countries. I'm just gonna edit the video afterwards. Those who watch that tomorrow won't even know that I almost missed the exit there. I really doubt there's anything I can ever do, Arias, that would shock you or shock your mother compared to what you do. Thank you, Kexiger. It's good to know I have at least one friend here. And Kalia, of course, is one as well. I think Sweden have travel restrictions to France, or maybe France is one of the 10 countries in Europe we are allowed to go to. You tested positive, Kexiger? Thank you, Truck West. We're bypassing that, by the way. Well, we still have a dislike. Probably because Panda said, oh, we don't have any dislikes. That's probably where we got that dislike. Yeah, I tested positive, but you should be worried if you didn't test positive. I'm glad you're reminding me about that, Truck West, that you're also Thailand, because I constantly forget. Olaf, I'm glad you're ignorant about it. Only thing we need to know is that we need to keep social distancing. That's really all we need to know. Oh, the dislike was Panda's mother. Yes, that's very much rubber. 65 tons of rubber, actually. Good thing it doesn't require batteries. It's run on solar instead. I do assume that you're the manager then, Truck West, not just another employee when you start yelling. Yeah, I don't want to be a big asshole about it, but it's important that Ducky is huge. And weighs 65 tons. This is the SCS map, yes, I'm not using any map mods today. Welcome, is that Quattro? We are probably in New Mexico now. Shiprock, yeah, that would be New Mexico. Mike, I might intend to try the new Toby device. Maybe. I just got it today, so I haven't even opened the package yet. I took a quick sneak peek at it. Your throat is sore, but you're at least COVID free. That's good, Thailand. It's the same for me though, because my entire family lives in Norway. We can't go to Norway. Borders are closed. We can go there, but we have to stay in quarantine for 2 weeks, which just happened to be the number of weeks I actually have of vacation. So yes, it is unusual for me to do the default maps. Reason I chose to do that today was because of the cargo we're using. It really doesn't have anything to do with the cargo as much as it has to do with the trailer we're using. The trailer we're using seems to have some problems with, or maybe it is the map, but with Great America, because that was the map I intended to use, but it kept on crashing on Great America, the trailer that is, not Ducky himself. So I ended up doing this on the default map, and just to make sure that I wouldn't have any crashes caused by Great America, I decided to just remove it. Barry is a disabled army veteran. Thank you very much for your service, Barry. For the convoy, Thanos, does that mean you won't go to Thailand, or will you be there just for the stream when we're doing the convoy? Are you sure you're going to Thailand on the 9th of August? I mean, COVID and all that. Yes, Mike, I'll do that. I'll do that. And I'll also do a comparison to the 4C that I did my last video on as well. But you will be there for the convoy parades, won't you? You won't go, Thanos. Well, I'm not going to say I'm glad you won't go there. I'm sorry for you, but does that mean that you will be there during the convoy? That you will participate in the convoy instead? Well, the Rubber Association, thank you for being here, Olaf. And yeah. Oh, you'll be home on the 7th of August. So that means you'll be there for the convoy then, Perid. Will you be there for the entire convoy? Hats off to those of you who will be there for the entire thing. It is, after all, a 12-hour convoy. You too, Thailand, thank you. Awesome, Perid, thank you. It's gonna be a very interesting day, the 9th of August. Thanos, I'm not gonna, well, I am going to disappoint you and say I hope that ETS2 never becomes available on a phone. What a horrible driving experience that would be. Are you gonna sit there and tilt your phone to steer? Ugh. What is very hot? More than 40 degrees? Probably is. Feels like every summer it's a new record. Hottest summer we've ever had. Yeah, I'm never gonna understand when people are asking if ETS2 is available for Android. What's the point? What a beautiful duck it is. Why don't you just install it yourself, Arias? Cheese and ham! Oh, I wish this game was playable on an iPhone 2. Doku's Windows 10 will never end. So, well, if it does, it's probably at least 20 years until that happens. And by then I'll be dead anyway, so... Why don't you try Cheese and Ham, see if it works. Just download it on your iPhone 2 and see what happens. How can you lose a 2-year warrant by installing it yourself? Okay. And it's gonna take 2 weeks until they install it. That's horrible. Oh, Windows XP. Well, there's no support for Windows XP anymore. Yeah, Uffe is right. They're gonna just drop 10. It's gonna be Windows, period. Isn't Road to Asia gonna be released 22-21? When does a 1-year-old wild rabbit feels hot? When it's been cooking too long? I don't know. You had me for a second there, Chisnam. I'm glad you added, and I'm playing on my Android device. It's a very common question. For you, no. No. When it's being grilled, okay. That's basically what I said. The only thing I'm expecting at this point period is something. So if something is delivered, I will not be disappointed. There will never be a Windows 11. Twice a year they make a major update for Windows 10, and it's called Windows 10. In the future, at some point, they'll drop the 10 and just call it Windows. Just like iOS basically is called iOS only. Oops. Thanos, that's wishful thinking. I do hope I'll never have to use Mac OS. I want to be able to do things with my software and hardware, and I want to be able to build my own computer, not being forced to buy something that Apple thought was a good idea to compile. Yeah, I don't know what Eric is doing. He does that, and I think he also installed a beta version of Mac OS the other day. There's a pro tip for you: Windows 95 and ETS2. They're the same age. Are you sure it's ETS2 and Windows 95 and not only ETS? Could have been worse, could have been just 18 watts. $295 miles to go. I think it's time to take a look at the map again and see where we are. There's the map. Well, only 300 to go. Albuquerque next, and then Tucumcari. True, that would be a good idea to refuel one last time, just to make sure we make it to our targets. Windows XP and ETS2 could work if you like viruses. I'm not going to say the workers were happy that Steve died, but I'm pretty sure most of them were pretty relieved that there were no longer a big risk of them actually being killed at work anymore. Ha! Thanos! MS-DOS! PC-DOS, my friend. My first version of MS-DOS was version 3, I think. My first PC, though, the first one I owned, had DOS 5 and Windows 3.0. Thank you, Arias. That's unfamiliarly friendly said, I must say. I must have typed format A billion times. I do remember. Happy days when Quake and Doom were the best games in the world. That's not how you type it, Arias. Tetris was good, Lemmings was good, Prince of Persia was never a fan of it. I was more into shooters back then. Not a Fu Man? No, I made some changes to the camera so that you can see my beard better now. It's the same color as before, it's just that the camera is better. I haven't done anything to the beard. Everyone else, shut up. I remember my first 1 gigabyte hard drive. That cost a lot of money. I had to use SCSI, and I probably paid almost 10,000 Swedish, which is around 1,000 euros for the 1 terabyte. Sorry, 1 gigabyte. Only so that I had a pretty good job back then. And I wanted it because I didn't want to use a regular ATA 850 megabyte drive. I wanted to be able to say I had a gigabyte. Horrible. Lemmings was pretty fun. Yes, Thanos, of course we will. Uh-oh, Docus. Let's hope Eric isn't typing. You'll be in problem. $1,200 baud on your first modem. I didn't even have a modem myself back then. If I went to the, I had to go to the library at the university I was going to use one. Oops. Yeah, not a Fu Man. I know that. I just forgot about it. I certainly hope so, Kexiger. I have no plans to stop doing this. And I certainly have no intention of dying in the next 10 years, so... I downloaded a ton of VAD files in that during that time, but that was when we had the 33,000 baud modems, and my phone bills were crazy. I tried to download less than 100 megabytes a month, and yet the phone bill was in the hundreds of euros per month. Lumberjack, the musical, never heard of it. Oops, poor trailer. Oh, that's a classical call, yeah. Oh, that happened a lot. The kids picking up the phone or the phone rang. Hi, I'm in on welcome. Of course, I'll show the trailer. There it is. We're hauling Kitty Bit's Ducky trailer cargo. You'll find a link to both the trailer and the cargo on my Discord server. There's a link to the Discord server in the video description. It's found in the Kitty Bits channel on my Discord server. No problem, Aminon. The most epic cargo ever created for ATS. Hi Exodus, welcome. I'm doing fantastic. How can I not? I mean, look in the mirror. Wow, you had 2 landlines to avoid that, Uffe. Damn, that's badass. Yeah, if you like the cargo, go to my Discord server. There's a link to that in the video description, and in the Kitty Bits channel, you'll find the cargo. And that is also the only place you can find this cargo, because this is a World of Wombat Discord server exclusive. Honest to God, it's an exclusive by Kitty Bits. It weighs in at 65 tons as well, so it's pretty heavy. Picking up duck shit. Oh, that's gonna be a massive job. Nah, Duck is doing just fine. I'm such a great hauler, so I can't imagine him having any problems whatsoever. He's fine. gonna say you're more experienced than I am, Arias. You have cats as well. Kexiger, please don't say that. You're scary. And a wife, let's not forget that. Arise, you have a wife too. I don't have to put up with any shit from a wife anymore. "75 miles to go and 10 minutes to go. We will make it on time." Oh, the fuel. Yeah, the fuel's fine. That's right, I should have refueled, but I forgot about it. And now I'm just gonna ignore it. We're good on fuel. We started the trip up in Bellingham in Washington. So we did as the title said, across America from the north to south. So Washington to New Mexico. My least favorite truck would probably be the Renault, with one exception, and that is the Range T. I'm fine with the Range T, but the other Renaults, absolutely horrible. But the Range T, I kind of like that, so shoot me. Douglas, we have 42 miles to go. Are you sure you have to leave now? I'm sorry if you have to, but I totally understand. As long as it's a Range T, I'm fine with it, Arise. The major mod was nice. There was a problem with it. I can't remember what it was, but there was a problem with it. Well, at least you got Scania right there, Kexiger. Next live stream, Barry, will be tomorrow at same time as today, 6 p.m. Central European Summertime. We are going to haul on ETS2 and probably in a Mercedes. Not gonna say which one, but probably a Mercedes. My least favorite ATS truck, I don't know, maybe the what is it, 587? What did I do? Why does the GPS tell me to go back? Did I miss an exit? Go on then, go on, go on. I don't want to stop. Thank you. Well, I still won't have to refuel, so I'm good. 14 miles to go. Perid is back. Welcome back, Perid. There's my exits. My actual exits. Wait, what? You want me to show you Idaho? I wish I had access to Idaho already. I don't. I wish to thank you for acknowledging the fact that I do have one brain cell. Only one though, but still better than zero. There we go. 7 miles. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Tucumcari. Yeah, looks accurate. I'm guessing we have to do some narrow roads at the very end of the hall. So there's still room for a teleport before we end. Oh, come on, give me a green light. Actually, Kexiger, I will not do Idaho anytime soon because I am on my 2-week vacation when Idaho is released. I mean, not only are there signs with my name on it on the Vayner map, there's also at least one city named after me by Jonathan, the creator of Vayner map. He's been very generous. He's given me a city on Vayner map and all those signs, and he's also the creator of ATMX, and there he gave me 2 cities. Yeah, I'm going on a vacation again. Another 2 weeks, my last 2 weeks. Then I promise you there will be no more vacations. Normally I would have done a 4-week vacation, but well, my youngest one being so young, we're splitting it, me and her mother, in 2 + 2 weeks instead, so that's just how it is. So, there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you best cargo mod ever created. Kitty Bits Quack Up, I think it is. Let's see, I think it's Quack Up. Yeah, Quack Up. 65 tons of beautiful cargo. well, it was kind of satisfying, but I was kind of hoping for more too. Well, anyway, that's it. That's all I had for you today. The trailer as well as Quack Up or Ducky is found on my Discord server. Link to the Discord server is found in the video description. In there we have a channel, Kitty Bits. Go in there, you'll find the links to both the trailer and to the cargo itself. Kalia, I love you. Thank you so much. I'm deeply honored for having Ducky and this beautiful Anthem very soon as well available on my Discord server only. It's an exclusive, guys, so you have to go to World of Wombat Discord server to get Ducky. That's tonight's haul. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I will be here at 6 p.m. Central European Summertime tomorrow again. Till then, take care everyone. Good night. Bye bye.